Good evening, and I'm here with the main man, lovely Phill Martin. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, darling. You?
I'm very
Afternoon, everybody.
excited to be here. So this is the last time we're going to see you doing a one-day special before Christmas.
It is. I am back. This is my last one-day special.
Yeah.
I am back in November. Don't panic. But I'm only doing 3 hours in November. This is my last one-day special, and I've saved you a good one.
And this is brand new,
it is.
isn't
These
it?
are not even in the shops yet.
I know, for lovely customers. Right, let's go through what we're getting, because I know you're going to be loving this. Item number 335723 for today's one-day special. This is your compendium of sentiment stamps. You're getting 58 stamps in total for the price of $49.96 and your P&P. It's a very special price, as Phill himself told me. You can spread it on Flexi, 2 payments there. P&P on your first payment and 2 payments of $24.98. Phill, tell me about these.
Okay, so I've saved this one for my last one-day special this year because it is really, really special. So throughout the year, people say to me on social media, oh, I love that stamp, Phill, but I wish you'd have done it in a grungy style. Or I love that stamp, Phill, but I wish you'd have done it in a pretty style. So what I've done is I've listened and I've brought you a compendium of all the sentiments that we use day in, day out, week in, week out, in 4 different styles. They're very distinctive styles. And the names are amazing, I've got to say.
Okay.
I named them myself, obviously. So we've got, shall we go through the boards? Is that easier?
Absolutely, yeah.
So you've got 58, is it? 58 stamps, but these are stamps that we're going to use all the time.
Yes.
I haven't put fillers in there. I haven't put like you know, the ones we only use now and again, they're not in there. These are the birthday, they're just for you, the best wishes. And what I've done here is I've done these little boards just to give you a snapshot really of what you're getting. So that is the Beautifulistic.
Lovely.
Beautifulistic set. So you've got gorgeous swirly fonts in there. This is a decorative-tastic.
That's, oh, I love the
So
names.
let's do a little zoom in just so people can see what you're actually getting.
Cool,
so yes,
Phill.
you'll notice that the sentiments are the same.
Yep.
There are some changes. Clearly the style is completely different. So these are decorative fonts. So I've never done anything like this before. This is the first time I've done this kind of style.
How exciting.
So these are, you've got big sentiments in there, small ones, medium ones. You've got something for just about every kind of card that you're going to make.
Oh, love it. Now, this is probably what I'm about to show you, my favourite.
Grunge, is that the grungy one?
Look at it.
Grungifulistic.
Grungifulistic.
Yeah, you're going to have to remember these names.
I know I am.
Grungifulistic. So these are the ones that you would probably use in your mixed media, that kind of thing. But they're also fabulous on cards. And when we start to look at the samples, you'll see how they translate onto what we actually do day in, day out.
Oh, I love that.
How much does that work out at, lovely Charlotte, to stamp? Wow.
86 pence
wow,
a
that's
stamp.
crazy. Right, so Boldtastic is possibly my favourite.
Is it? Okay, I love that.
So the bold one is really good for your embossing powders because you've got really bold fonts there and lots of detail in them. See the stitching one there? You can see the With Love that looks a little bit Art Deco-y. Yeah.
Love that. Incredible. So brand new today. You will not have seen these before. 335723. Let's have a look at some samples.
Right, so what I wanted was for you to have these as your go-to set of sentiments. You know at home that birthdays are probably the occasion we make the most cards for, but sometimes you want just for you. You want celebrate, you want a woohoo, you want to thinking of you, you want all that kind of thing. They're all in there. Every one of these cards that Nikki is going to show you is completely different in style. And that is A, because of the fonts, and B, because that's what you get when you've got a selection of different styles. You can make them work for everybody that you know.
Look at that. Those flowers are stunning. And then
they're gorgeous,
again,
aren't they?
Something completely and utterly different.
Yeah,
with that font.
I actually pinched the idea from Julia. I just put loads and loads of the sentiments on an acrylic block and stamped it as a background, so you can do that as well. You're going to use these day in, day out because there's something for everybody.
Yeah, I love the woohoo. Okay, we are 10% of our one-day special stock gone already. It's a 24-hour stock. Just to make you aware, 10% of the stock has already gone. Just a couple more samples I've got to show you because these are absolutely beautiful.
So for me, if I was at home watching you present this show, I'd be thinking, that's brilliant for my aunts, my uncles. That's brilliant for my nephews and my nieces. There is something literally here for everybody.
Yeah.
I know as a crafter I'm going to use these myself loads.
Yeah, you've covered every option
tried to.
all year round, and it works out at 86 pence a stamp.
That's crazy.
335,723, and you can spread the cost as well on Flexi, 2 payments of £24.98. This is so exciting because there's a lot of new this evening. That is your first new. However, we've got some more gorgeous backgrounds. This is your background.
I'll get her out of that.
This is your background collection, which I love, and again they are brand new today. So you've got your 4 A6 rubber stamps, $43.96 in your P&P, $399,277, and there's a Freedom members price of just $39.56 including P&P. And you've got a Flexi as well, which is coming around. You spread your cost, 2 payments of $19.78, including your P&P. So tell me about these, Phil.
Do you know that if you're a Freedom member, that is a really, really good buy. It's making them less than a tenner a stamp.
Yes.
These retail at £12 a stamp.
Yeah, and also, if you're not a Freedom member, you can become one. It's just $6.97 a month. And what I'm thinking is, if you want a few more options, if you want your one-day special, if you want this, of course, you're getting your free P&P.
Yeah.
So something to consider. So these backgrounds.
Right, okay, so we'll start at the beginning. So this is, I love backgrounds, and you'll know if you work with Julia that backgrounds are her thing.
Yeah.
So really, you've got Julia to thank for these because she's
Thanks,
been
Julia.
nagging me.
I love backgrounds.
She's at the cinema,
well,
but I know she'll watch on Rewind later.
Okay.
So you've got a super, I'm just going to move that away so you can see the actual stamp. This is a super fine crackle stamp. So when I put the packaging in front to show you again, it looks almost grey because the lines on this are 0.5 millimetre thick.
Oh my goodness.
And I know it was a challenge for them to manufacture this because I have done a crackle stamp in the past before, but it was thicker lines. I wanted a really delicate one. I'm just finding, oh, these were in order, look. Let's just show you this. Show you this card. Yeah, that shows you how fine that is, and that has actually been embossed as well.
Wow.
This is you're going to use this so often. So crackle, you know, you can use it as your backgrounds, which Susie has done on this card here. But you'll see when you start looking at my cards, I've used it to stamp over onto my flowers. None of them are mine, but it don't matter. Go for it.
No, yeah,
That's
sorry, just
one.
yeah. I know. I was thinking the background. Let's have a look at that.
That's scratchy.
I love that.
Yeah. So this is how you can use your background stamps, and I always do backgrounds in rubber because then it makes them a little bit more versatile. It means if you are a mixed media person and you like to stamp into paste and things like that, you can do that with these rubber stamps. You all know that Indigo Blue make the rubber stamps for me. Quite happy to tell you, in fact I'm proud to tell you that because Kay and Alfie are my friends. So it's kind of keeping it all UK as much as I possibly can.
Lovely.
So super fine crackled. Are we going down, or are you just going to... You're so excited.
Sorry. Well, they're so not...
Can I just tell you as well, I said to Nikki when we were talking earlier, she's got heels on, I went, take them off.
Got my flats on. Got my flats on.
It's still taller than me. Right, so we've got the super fine crackle.
Let's go through them all first.
And then, which is this one next? So Scratchy. I love this one. That's the one that's on that card there.
You've just seen Scratchy.
So Scratchy, it just kind of make you feel a bit itchy, but it is an amazing, amazing background stamp. We are going to be using these on just about all the demos that I do. Yeah.
Okay.
So next you've got and I know you're going to love this one. The elegant ones are always very popular.
Yep.
Elegant Vinery. Can I move that again just to show you the stamp? There you go. I want you to see the actual stamp. So these are beautiful, beautiful little delicate leaves. Yes. And you've got some veins in some of them. It embosses really, really well.
Lovely.
So that's Elegant Vinery.
We're so busy, honestly. And then finally, of your brand new today backgrounds, that's called...
Sparkly Squiggly.
Sparkly
Squiggly. This is amazing. I'll just show everybody that one.
I was going to pick that one up.
Sparkly Squiggly is amazing. Now, if you follow me on Facebook, you'll see, you will have seen the photo I put on yesterday where I'd over-stamped onto some die-cut flowers, and it looks incredible. It's possibly, and I shouldn't say this, but I think Sparkly Squiggly is my favourite.
I love it.
Don't you love the names?
Oh, yeah, I do.
I have such fun names.
Did you come up with all the names? Yeah.
Shows you where my brain's at.
I absolutely love those. These are brand new today. Over 10% of the stock of these have
They're
gone.
gorgeous, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm just going to show a couple more so we get to see a sample of everything. I know
So
we're so busy.
we've gone from quite funky and modern to very pretty and very elegant.
Very
and
elegant.
That's the beauty of having such a good range of background stamps.
For just $43.96 in your P&P, the value is incredible. That's because, of course, we are in our one-day special. We're doing a lot of shows within the 24 hours with brilliant pricing. So brand new today, your backgrounds, $399,277. If you're a Freedom member, it gets better. You can also spread the cost on Flexi as well. So those are your backgrounds. Now, it's about to get even better, and we're already busy for this because this is some pretty special cardstock.
This is very special cardstock, and you'll know again if you follow me on social media. I've been teasing you about this for quite a while. It's taken ages and ages to source this from a UK manufacturer, let me tell you. So this is 270 GSM colour plan cardstock, yeah? Charlotte, can you just work out what that is per sheet for me, please? I've broken this down to make it easier for people. So we've done a soft tone set. Shall I tell you the colours? So we've got candy pink. We've got the white linen. So white linen is actually almost like a vanilla colour, but I like classy names. So we've got white linen.
Yep.
We've got misty blue there, and I love this one. This is soft pistachio. Yeah, soft pistachio, and then you've got lavender meadow. So you've got 10 sheets of each. This is a 50-sheet pack for £15.99, 32 pence a sheet.
32
so
pence
I'm going to be
a sheet.
100% honest with you. Now, Julia and I were talking the other day. Well, we're always talking. And we did one of those searches, internet searches, trying to find this card. And we found it for 32p a sheet, did you say? We found it trade more than that before VAT. So you will never find 270 GSM cardstock for that kind of price. Pop it in your basket.
And you've invested a lot into this paper, like you said, you were talking about it.
It comes in a lovely little box, look.
Ooh,
I know. I'm even going to let you have the boxes, yeah. Because you know what, as a crafter of quite a few years, storing cardstock is a nightmare. So I want you to be able to keep this in pristine. It's too good.
Yeah.
It's too good. You want to keep it in your boxes.
So those are your soft tones, 197,292, just $15.99, and your P&P, exceptional value there for 270 GSM. And then we have your muted tones here.
Gorgeous colours again, absolutely gorgeous.
Let's bring
so
up
I've
the
tried to
details
cover
of that.
both ends of the scale for you. So you have the black one, which is, you know I'm not going to call it black, it's Elegant Ebony. Then you've got this gorgeous, gorgeous green, which everybody loves on Facebook. This is the Olive Grove. You've then got Sumptuous Scarlet,
Love that.
obviously. And then you've got Sapphire Blue, and then possibly my favourite is the Air Force Blue. I've used that on too many cars, I had to stop myself.
So 036 632 1599 and your P&P. So really, you want to get both, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. Don't you think? Then you've got
what
the
you've
range.
got is because I sell them normally in packs of 20, but who wants 20 of the same when I can break it down and give you 10 sheets of 5 colours?
Yeah.
And it's superb value for money.
It's really is. That's
crazy.
why I'm thinking, get it now, get it fast, and maybe get both options, because then you're covered. 036 632. Now, we do have one more option for you.
The essentials, yeah.
The
I had
essentials.
to do this.
Yeah, of course.
I had to do this. So you've got pristine white. Shall I lift those up? You've got pristine white, and you have the almond hue. You know I'm not going to call it cream. So these are kind of your essentials, and because I know we use these the most,
Exactly.
I've done these in two lots of 25. So it's still 50 sheets, but you've got 25 of the almond and 25 of the pure white. Now you can stamp on this, because you know that's what I do. You can heat emboss on this, you can die cut it, you can do everything with this card.
Brilliant.
And it's 270 GSM. It's amazing.
987591 1599 and your P&P, an essential for your crafting kit. Now, I know you want to see some demonstrations of that lovely one-day special, but before we do some demonstrations, why don't you have a look at this? beautiful. And of course, brand new today, which is lovely and exciting. This is actually the last one-day special that Phill will be here before Christmas. You've got some more shows, but this is your last one-day special.
It is.
We're approaching 20% of that one-day special gone. This is a 24-hour stock, bear in mind, and this is only our first live hour.
Right, I'm just going to quickly show you these again, because it's important for me that you know exactly what you're getting at home, yeah? And most of you know me well enough to know that I don't just design stamps for the sake of it, yeah? They have to be really special for me to do it, particularly because I do sentiments is what I'm known for.
Yeah.
And I do such a lot of stamps throughout the year. These had to be special to make it worth me doing a one-day special, yeah? So you've got there, look, a border sentiment. You've got a mini sentiment, you've got medium-sized sentiments, you've got a tiny, tiny sentiment, you've got smaller ones again. So can you see all these gorgeous fonts? I can tell you as well that these fonts don't repeat at all, apart from a couple of the smaller ones.
Okay.
So all the bigger ones and the medium ones are completely different fonts. So effectively, I think you've got 11 unique fonts in each set. Again, versatility. So that one is the Beautifulistic. I am going to take a second just to show you these.
Yes, please.
Love this one. This is Decorative-tastic. The names are fab, aren't they?
They are.
And you can see straight away, you know, as a crafter, I would be able to see how this is going to work for me when I'm at home, how it's going to be my go-to set of sentiments, because there is something for everybody. So you've got the especially for you, for example, really good for teenagers. Then you've got the just for you with the daisies in it, good for your girls and your nieces and what have you. You've got that gorgeous, gorgeous with love. Just look at that font, it's gorgeous, absolutely stunning.
Even I'm looking at it thinking, right, yeah, that's for my mum, that's for my friend, that's for my brother, that's for my son.
And this is what we want, because I do such a lot of stamps, they have to be special. So I'll quickly flick through. So you've got the grungy Philistic. So you can see again, you've got completely different fonts, same sort of words. There are some differences, so they're not just exact replicas. There are some differences in the sentiments, but every one a different font. It's just gorgeous, isn't it? It's good value for money.
Yeah, it really, really is. And like you said, it's come out of a need.
Yeah.
Because this is what people want all year round, covered, but with those different fonts, so covered for everyone, really.
And you've got, and this last one is the Bold-tastic. The fonts are just amazing, aren't they?
I love that.
And importantly for me, it's a set that I know you're going to come to time and time again. Right, so choose one. Right, so we're going for scratchy.
Yeah, just
so
really like
this
it.
is where, and I purposefully didn't put the one-day special as a great big bundle of all of them, because I know it makes it a little bit too expensive. So if you can only go for the sentiments, go for the sentiments. If you can only go for the backgrounds, go for them, and then collect the rest at some point. These will never be on TV again at this price in these bundles. So just so you know.
Thank you.
When I do a one-day special, that's it.
Okay. Obviously, as well, if you are spending over £60, so if you see a few things that you like, then it can open a flexi basket for you, so you can obviously spread the cost.
Right, so we're going to use, I'm going to purposefully show you a few different ways to use these stamps. So I'm going to stamp them with my Distress Oxides. This is Stormy Sky. The beauty of these kind of backgrounds is that you don't really have to put them on your block, yeah?
Okay.
Because they're so random, it really won't matter. So we're going to do the die cut circle here, which is from the Double D bar.
The Double Ds. Right, the backgrounds, just to let you know, 20% of the stock has gone. These dies are always very, very popular. You will have seen these before. They are Phil's Double Ds. Double debossed
Those double Ds.
dies. Yeah, 663540. So these are the circles. We've also got squares and rectangles as well, which you'll find on our website.
Yeah, we'll try and show you again, just in case somebody who hasn't seen them. So we're just going to literally change this from being a plain white circle to adding some texture to this, yeah? This is how easy this is. This is the quality of these stamps. If you're not a confident stamper, look how easy that is, yeah?
Lovely.
I'm going all the way around. And then what we're going to do, oh, I've missed a bit, but can't tell.
No.
Can't tell. Right, so we've now changed that completely, yeah? And then we've got the circle that's going in the middle, and we're going to emboss that. So this time I do need to put it on my acrylic block. Okay. So I'm going to use my clear embossing powder, which is on the show. And what happens with that is, because I'm using a Distress Oxide, oh, I might let you do this bit.
Oh, I don't want to I don't want to ruin it.
Because I'm using a Distress Oxide, what that means is it's a hybrid ink, so it stays wet long enough to put embossing powder on top. And we're going to use the clear, which is back on the show. So if I can find it, let me just show you. I am quite neat and organised, look. But what I should do is I should label the tops, shouldn't I? So
those embossing powders are on the screen now. So you get your pure white and you get your jet black and your crystal clear. So you're getting, oh, this is set 2, but you're getting 3 of them. 752 631 1497 and
Will you do me a favour just while I'm messing about with, you know, the paper packs? Will you just get me one of the sheets, please?
Yep.
Because I've not got anything to catch my powder. Right, so we are using the new non-slip heat-resistant marks. Any. Yeah, thank you. It's sacrilege, I know, but I need it to catch my embossing powders. Sorry, everybody, pretend you didn't see that. Right, so I'm using my lovely new non-slip heat-resistant marks. You are getting a pack of 2. I don't think there's enough stock for me to have them back on Julia's show next month. Okay. So get them while I've got them. Yeah. Details on the screen for that. Right, so I'm stamping quite heavily with the Stormy Sky, only because it's quite a pale blue. And we're just going to stamp straight over that. You see all this mess? It's just going to wipe straight off. See you? No, I'm not. I'll be nice to you for this. Have I got you again tomorrow?
I don't think we have, no.
Right, well, you are going to emboss today then.
No, you are going to
emboss today then.
Well, I'll tell Julia on you. Yeah.
Right, so we've got that gorgeous background.
I'm going to ring Julia and tell on you.
And we're just going to put some of the clear embossing powder on top. I love doing this because, again, we've all got, we've started collecting Distress Oxides now. So what it does is it changes the colour slightly. So we're going to get the soft tone from without the embossing powder, and then this just will make it a little bit glossier.
Okay.
I always have a fan when I'm here, and the fan's always right next to me, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's fine. That's practice.
Oh, we're busy.
Practice. So normally I would heat emboss from underneath, but it doesn't matter for this because it's just a background. Let's just put that on there. Oh. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I've got every faith in you, Nikki. Right, so use tweezers to hold it so you don't burn your finger.
I've never seen anyone use tweezers.
Oh, it's just me. I'm very fussy.
On the low one?
High.
On high?
On high, yeah. And there's a general rule of thumb, that's it. So start in one place, no, it's too close, out there. So stay in one place until you see it melt, and then move the heat gun. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So instead of wafting, yeah.
Hang on a minute, don't you and Julia have like a big
we do.
row about this?
She's a top girl, I like to do it from behind.
So why are we doing it on the top?
Right, so when we do a sentiment, you'll see that we do it from underneath because the sentiment needs to be smoother. But for the background, it doesn't matter. Oh,
okay.
Yeah? Are you getting there?
Yeah, am I being a bit slow?
Yeah. We'll finish at 7 now. Go a little bit closer. That's it.
Do you want to take over, Phil?
No.
This is the first time I've embossed people.
I'm really impressed. You have got the best teacher right now.
Yeah, I have.
So no wafting, just wait for it to change and then move the heat tool and it'll melt as you go. That's it.
How do you speed up the process then?
Just by being closer, but by being closer you run the risk of scorching your card.
Oh, I don't want to do that on my first ever Phill Martin one-day special.
That's it, brilliant. Has
that done it?
I think so, yeah. See, you've done it. Well done.
Woohoo! Thanks,
I can't believe that's the first time you've done it.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so let's just make sure you've not missed any bits. Yeah, just a bit there.
Yeah.
Well, it looks fab. So now let me just show everybody what happens when you put the clear embossing powder on. So we've now got this gorgeous glossy sheen going on. Can you see that? Yeah. So that just takes it to a slightly different hue.
I love that.
To what we've got there. It makes it a little bit darker. Can you see that looks a little bit darker?
Yes.
It's amazing. If you've not got embossing powders, the one you really need to have is the clear one because you can use it with all your ink pads.
Okay.
Just going to
so
clean
we've
my
got details at the bottom of the screen for that.
I'm a bit of a neat freak as well.
I've heard.
So you've heard a lot about me, have you? I hope it's all
I chat to Julia quite a bit. Yeah, all good things.
Yeah, Julia likes to share my secrets.
Yeah, all good things.
Right, so the card is now coming together. So we've now got this tag, which is going to go that way on. So I need to choose a sentiment that will fit in there. Right, so when you get your stamps home, you need to do this. So if you bought my tag dies or my banner dies,
yes,
you will know that all of the border sentiments will fit in my banner dies, yeah? All of the little sentiments will fit in the tag dies, yeah? So, in fact, we'll do it for you.
Yes.
Thinking about things, you see. There's no point me doing things if you can't use it with other things I've brought you in the past. So circle blocks, have you seen these before? Did Julia have them on her show? Yeah.
Yep.
So I always put my stamp face down so that I can read it, and then I pick it up on the block. We are going to anti-stamp. No, we don't need to because we're doing clear. So as a general rule of thumb, I never ever vindicate this. You should always do it properly like that, yeah?
Yeah.
But I'm aware that I've probably took 20, well, have I took 20 minutes on this? Oh, well, we might be done by then. So because I know the tag is going in that direction, I'm just going to put my sentiment there, yeah? And we're going to do the same again. We're going to put the clear embossing powder on top, and it makes it glossy and darker. So this, incidentally, is the pure white cardstock that I'm using, along with the Air Force blue.
Okay. So we're going to bring up the details for that. So the pure white we're bringing up the details for. So you get the almond hue as well within there. 987 591 1599 and your P&P. Remember, it's 270 GSM. It's a really special paper. You get 50 sheets in the white and the almond, so 25 of each. And then the, was it the Air Force blue? Air Force blue, we're going to bring up the details for that. Muted tones.
Okay, so now we're going to do this from behind. And what you'll see is a slightly smoother, glossier finish. Now, Julia will admit that if you're doing a delicate font or something like that, you do get a smoother finish from heating from behind. I'll show you this in a sec. Yeah. So if you're in a hurry, it doesn't matter if you do it from above. It's a personal preference thing. But I kind of like the smoothness you get from that.
That's stunning.
And you've got that lovely gloss coming on. I told you the bold sentiments emboss really, really well.
They're your favourite, those ones, bold?
Yeah,
Mine are the grungy.
I think it's because I've never done bold sentiments before, so it was a bit of a challenge because I'm not easy to please. Even from first to admit, I'm not easy to please myself either. Do you know what? It does this every time, doesn't it?
I've got your glue, you know.
You've what?
I've got your glue. My
Have
kit.
you?
Yeah. Well, do you know, Alex bought it for me.
Oh.
Yeah, I said I need some glue and she went up and bought it for me.
Oh, that was
isn't that
nice.
lovely?
You should have just
So I used Phill Martin's glue.
I'd have done it your trade.
Yeah, she bought it for me, bless her.
Oh. Right, so we're going to, it's really good glue. Most of the
Really
people that use it now will tell you that it's thicker than an ordinary PVA glue, which is why you don't need as much. I will just tell you as well about this cardstock, and you'll know this at home. If ever you've tried to mat and layer with layers of glue and your card buckles, this won't do that.
Okay,
It's
great.
thicker card, it's 270 GSM. So now, do you want to do anything exciting while I just stick loads of foam tape on?
Yeah, should we do a little review?
Yeah, go on then.
Okie doke, so glue is on the website and your item number there, and then let's go through everything we've looked at, sorry, on the show. We've got our one-day special, also those double D dies as well, which are always very, very popular, and that gorgeous cardstock as well. We are very, very busy for our one-day special. Have a look, shop by brand on the website, because there's an awful lot there that you will probably love to see. Now, let's talk about this one-day special. A quarter of the stock has gone. This is a 24-hour stock that's at a special price to you for 24 hours or until stocks last. Could be the latter in this case. 335723 is your item number. These are brand new today, 58 stamps in total, and you can spread the cost on Flexi. Your price is $49.96 and your P&P, and then you can spread the cost, as I said, 2 payments of $24.98 with P&P on your first payment. So let me show you the boards. And lovely Charlotte, you can tell me the names, if I may. This is
Bold-tastic.
Bold-tastic.
Obviously not that size. I've blown them up to A4 to make it.
Yeah, so you can really see what they look like. So this is your Bold-tastic. Then we have your
Grungy Philistic.
Grungy Philistic. Oh, is that the grungy? Yeah, that's my favourite. The Grungy Philistic. Look at that. Look at the With Love. Aren't Aren't they wonderful? Followed by
Decorative-tastic.
Decorative-tastic. I'm loving the names. And this is pretty. Beautifulistic. Isn't that gorgeous? So these are the kind of sentiments you're going to be using all year round, year in, year out if you want, and they are sort of different types. So you can see here, you've got your happy birthday at the top, you've got your woohoo, which I love, enjoy today. So you've got different sizes, different fonts on every sheet, something brand new, 355723. Let's have a look at some of these samples and I'll show you some of the ones that we haven't seen yet. This is by Linda, isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely beautiful, with that really elegant sentiment within the middle. And as you heard Phill saying, he is renowned for his sentiments, but this is something a little bit new, a little bit different as well. Look at that. Gorgeous. And look at that one as well. Any questions for Phill as well, please feel free to email us, studio@hochanda.com. So that is your one-day special, 335723. A quarter of the stock of that has gone. If you want to secure your order on that, you need to be quick because you are getting all 4 sets, of course. Now, something else that's new today is your background stamps. These are so lovely. There's something for everyone within it. You get A6 rubber stamps, 4 different types, 399, 277, 43.96 and your P&P. Over 20% of the stock of these have gone. Let's just go through the different names. So this one, we have your Superfine Crackle. I love that. Isn't that cool? Your Superfine Crackle. Moving on to your Scratchy, that's what you've just seen Phill use in the demonstration. That's probably my favourite. Then you've got your Elegant Vinery, so pretty. And then finally, you've got your Sparkly Squiggly. And in fact, I'm going to show you a lovely sample from that Sparkly Squiggly. Have a look at this. Isn't that wonderful, isn't it? With your sentiment, of course, in the middle. You can do so much with these. And of course, these backgrounds, not just for your card making, for your art journals, for your planners, for your scrapbooking. Have a look at that one. Aren't they wonderful? And of course, these ones have been embossed. Just one more. Yeah, let's have a look at that. Isn't that lovely? And with the sentiment as well. So you can spread the cost of this on Flexi, 2 payments if you're a Freedom member of $19.78, and your regular price will be $43.96 and your P&P. Bear in mind, if you are spending more than £60, that will open a Flexi basket for you so you can spread the cost. 399277 is your item number, but we are busy for those background stamps. Now we need to talk about this cardstock. It's a really special card, 270 GSM. Your soft tones, 20% of the stock is gone, 197, 292, 15.99 and your P&P. Now we're going to bring up the muted tones. These are sort of darker colours. Also 20% of the stock of that has gone, 036, 632, 15.99 in your P&P, and it was a very big stock.
Okay, I'm just cleaning as I'm waiting for you.
Okay.
I like to keep things nice and clean. When you're investing in things, you want them to last forever. Right, let's just pop that there. Right, I'll just show you where we've got to. So this shows you how good the card is. You can actually feel it. I can't wait for you to get this cardstock home and then message me on Facebook and tell me how good it is. Because it's all very well me standing here saying it until you actually feel it. The girls at the shop have been packing it into the lovely boxes for you. They love me. I bet they do. But they've been like, ooh.
Yeah,
you know lovely. That card where you're like, oh, that just feels lovely. And the fact that you can stamp on it, you can emboss it, you can heat emboss onto it, you can make your cards with it, just makes it even better value for money. So that's where we're at. We've got a couple of layers going on there, and we're just going to finish off with some flowers. The tags are my tags, but they're not on my show. I don't think there's enough stock because Julia sold too many last time she was here. I don't know whether there's any stragglers on the website, but you'll need to look. Right, so I've die cut some flowers, and you'll be glad I'm known for this as well.
I know you are. I know a lot about you. I'm not a stalker. I've just done my research.
So this is what, there's no point us buying cardstock if we can't make it do, or we can't use it for what we want to use it for. Die cutting, making card blanks, stamping onto, heat embossing onto, embossing folders. This is what we need from a cardstock. And I'm a bit particular, so you know that I wouldn't be stood here showing you anything unless I was 100% happy with it myself. And the fact that I've made about 17 samples for this show, it's more than I usually do. I had to stop myself, and I love the Air Force blue. I also love the blue sapphire.
Yeah, that's lovely.
And I love the soft pistachio. The soft pistachio looks a little bit lemony on screen, but it isn't. It's a really soft lime.
Yeah, it's beautiful actually.
Okay,
we'll show you those again before the end of the show because they're really, really pretty.
I'm just shoving a few flowers on, and then I'm just going to tuck a bit of foliage in, and then we're going to use the Crystal Aurora glitter. So I'm just going to give you all a little heads up. On the website, I've brought the pick and mix of the Glitter Alchemy back.
Okay.
So you can choose 4, yeah? So if you're going for any of the glitters and you love this blue as much as I do, you need the steel blue.
Okay.
Yeah, you need the steel blue. You also need the onyx black because it is a brilliant match for the elegant ebony cardstock.
Okay.
And black is not just black, as most crafters know. You get lots of different tones of it. There we are. Okay. Charlotte, my ears just told me 20 minutes altogether. She just told me we've got 20 minutes left. And I said I was going to be quick. I'm rubbish at time management.
That's a stunning
But I do
card.
like to show you everything as I'm going along.
Yeah.
That's the important bit.
Also, if you're loving this die as well, that is on the show. So that is your double debossed die, your circle. We're going to bring that up actually, so it's so striking. And whenever, yeah, I'm just going to go and get it. Whenever we have this, it's always so busy.
Okay.
Let's have a look. 'Cause you're getting 14 dies in total. So I've never seen.
How many times I've heard that?
I have never seen a double debossed die before.
No, it's quite unique. It's something that I
yeah,
did.
until Julia showed me.
Yeah, so you get the double. Well, you can see it on here. I'm just going to put a little bit of glitter on now because I'm using Crystal Aurora. Excuse me. I'm only going to put a little bit. This is my new thing. If you watch my last show, you'll know that this is my new thing. Just putting a little bit of glitter, a little blob of glue on the pearls or the gems or whatever it is you use, and then just putting a little bit of glitter on. And
oh my goodness,
often,
that glitter!
I know. This comes with the empty alchemy pots as well.
You get a 50ml pot of that.
So I'm just going to show you how sparkly that looks, because normally when I use blue, I don't use an iridescent glitter, but when you only use a little bit, it'll dazzle you if I show you.
Oh, let's have a look. Oh my goodness.
And that's,
I need
there
that.
we go. Card number 1, all done. How gorgeous is that?
Beautiful, Phil. Absolutely gorgeous.
That colour's amazing, isn't it?
Right,
Okay.
I'm going to just remind people of the one day special while you get ready for your next
Marvellous.
demonstration. Have a look at the glitter on the website. Absolutely stunning. Stunning glitter. Let's remind you of this one day special. And if there's time, I might nip to that paper, if I may, just so you can see the colours. Okay, maybe a little bit later. Right, let's bring up the details for your one day special. So 335723, it's $49.96. It's brand new today. You're getting 58 stamps in total. So these are your sentiments. 30% of the stock has gone. Now this works out a stamp at
80 something.
86 pence. Thank you, lovely Charlotte. 86 pence a stamp. Brilliant value. I know, I was looking to Charlotte, then I looked to Phil, and I thought, I knew it's 80 something. 2 payments of $24.98. You can spread your cost here. P&P on your first payment. Well worth. Yeah, let's look at some. I'm going to show you some samples we may not have seen. you're getting so many different fonts and styles within these sentiments and different sizes as well. So you're pretty much going to be covered most of the year round for most of your card making. This is sort of quite a new style to Phill, but look how striking that looks, particularly with that black and white. That's that ebony cardstock.
And then you've just dropped on my card all over the floor.
I didn't like to say. 335 723 49.96. We are so busy for our one-day special. Let's see everything. You are getting so much included in there. But I know you want to see more demonstrations from our Phill, so we are heading back to demonstration.
That was you, not me.
Was it? Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Jack. Sorry, Phill.
I told you it would be an eventful hour.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So I'm going to try and be... Apologies, everybody. I'm going to try and be really, really quick with this demo because I know we've got a lot to do. Can I trust you to put the foam tape on the back of this for me?
Oh, no, you do that. I'll do it all skew with.
You're going to have to learn. You should have done the foam tape, darling.
I should have done the foam tape. Look at Jack's face. Look at Jack's face. I was trying to show, look at him. I was trying to show
I don't know whether
papers.
they've told you all damages have to be paid for.
Jack, I can't believe you just dropped all that.
Shocking.
Yeah, I was trying to get out some papers.
Oh, you are funny.
Hang on, I'm trying to get the pistachio.
You know at the beginning of the show when I said, oh, aren't you professional? I'm going to withdraw that statement.
That's fine, you withdraw it. Here we go. Do you know what I was trying to show?
Yeah, the cardstock, I know you were.
But in particular the pistachio, because we were talking about how nice it was.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Sorry, Jack.
Oh, it's funny. So yeah, it is a really soft,
yeah, it's gorgeous.
lime green. It's beautiful colour. Looks amazing against black cardstock as well. Right, so I'm going to zoom through this demo. Well,
I've never put foam tape on. Probably not. I've never put foam tape on, and I thought, what if I do it all skew with?
Well, I'm going to, after the show, I'm going to show you.
Okay.
So can I just show you this? Look, I know it sounds silly, but to me, this is a really important thing. Can you get a front shot? So you've just seen me use glue on the 2 layers at the top, and then I've just put foam tape in between. But can you see how straight that is? And if you're like me at home and you sometimes do matting and layering, which is what this is, and then you look at your card and it's gone like that, it's in the bin for me because I can't be doing with that. You spend all that time making a gorgeous card for somebody and then you look at it and you think, oh, it's all gone kinky. Time is 22. So we are going to use the silver embossing powder now. So this is pure silver, you know, I don't do anything in halves. If I can find it, pure silver, yeah. And we're going to stamp one of the beautifulistic sentiments on this one.
Lovely.
Yeah, so we're going to have, I think, because I've got 3 little panels going there, I'm going to have the sending birthday wishes, yeah? It's a really, really intricate font. Okay. So if you're somebody who struggles with heat embossing, you really need to treat yourself to the super fine embossing powders. Bit of my dog there, he comes everywhere with me. Now I always say with my embossing powders, they do have anti-static built in, but as always I'm going to do it when I'm on TV just because I'm covered in ink and all sorts of stuff.
Okay.
You don't need to do it. I think Julia never bothers, but then I can tell. And I'm only saying that because I know she's at the cinema and she can't tell me out. Oh,
but she's going to watch it when she gets in.
She will, she's already told me she will, so we'll just take the excess off. So we're going to use perfect medium this time, and we're going to use the silver embossing powder. So a little tip for you, when you get your stamps home, when they're brand new, I do this with all my clear stamps. When they're brand new, just ink it or perfect medium it and stamp it on a little bit of scrap. That just takes any bits of residue away from the stamp that might be there from the manufacturing process. Okay. And I'm perfect mediuming this within 1 inch of its life. And we're going to stamp it in this corner. You'll all notice, if you follow me, you'll notice now that I don't use any mats or anything underneath here apart from my non-slip one. And the reason for that is I don't need any other mats. I can stamp on this, which is what you've just watched me do. I can heat emboss on this, I can ink onto it, and it does absolutely everything. And I will just say thank you to everybody who sent me messages after I first released them about how good they were. It's nice to hear that. I know I'm fussy, but it's nice when people take the time to show me. So we're going to heat emboss that. We'll just pop it there for a second.
We're a third of the stock of your one-day special gone. I'm not surprised. 335723 is your item number.
And whilst we've got the silver embossing powder out, so this is from the inverted square double D embossed dies. I've got double D in my head now. It's double D embossed. There are no more double D embossed coming this year.
Aren't there?
This year.
Right.
But Julia and I have been talking. This is why it's good working with your mate.
Yeah.
Because I'll send her things and she'll say, no, no, no. She's a bit like me, so she'll say, no, it's horrible. Yes, that's gorgeous, blah, blah, blah. That's what I want. I want somebody to be honest with me. I mean, obviously I'm going to decide myself anyway.
I mean, obviously I'm not going to listen to her, but it's nice that she puts the opinion.
Yeah, and it's nice that she's my friend. We work together. Did you? Oh, it's here. We work together. We've known each other for many, 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 many years. So I know that she'll be 100% honest with me about what she thinks. I love her.
She's so lovely.
Right, so we're not going to anti-static. We're just going to go ahead and do this. You're going to love this stamp, sparkly squiggly. So when I designed this, it was actually quite difficult. You won't believe it because it doesn't look like it. Are you trying to put the set back together?
No. Of course not.
It was actually quite difficult to do this because
Jack.
I didn't want it overloaded with scribble that you couldn't use it on different things. And I've put the little dots in so that you can go around with your quickie glue pen. Let's see if we can get away with this. Oh, I might do.
Okay, we're approaching 30% of the stock of this bundle gone.
Right, I might have just missed the very edge of this, but I'm trying to be quick now. I've got 10 minutes, that's an age.
Is that the truth? Oh, okay. They were telling me before the show that they're not always that truthful with Phill because sometimes he takes a little bit longer. So Phill time, yeah, he's got about 6 minutes.
Yeah, there's real time and Phill time. Oh, it's funny. Right, so we'll put the embossing powder on all 3 of these and then we'll just heat up in one go. I'm not as bad as Leonie, am I? I've just asked them in my ear if I'm as bad as Leonie and they both went,
Yeah, you're very different to Leonie in the sense that you're very tidy.
Yeah, I know, she's quite the opposite. Quite the opposite. So you can see already that this is going to be amazing once it's been embossed in the silver, can't you? It's one of those stamps, and when I sent the picture to Julia, she went, and then when she saw it embossed, she went, yes, definitely. It's one of those that you look at the packaging and you think, oh, I don't know whether I'd use that. But you know, as soon as you start using it in segments like this and onto your flowers, it looks incredible. Right, so this can go from above, because it doesn't matter if it's a little bit lumpy. This is how you do it. Okay. I'm just teasing you.
So to speed it up, you just put that closer?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just need to remember, can you see how I'm moving along? Because it's melting, I'm just moving along. Yeah. You'll be a professional at this before long. Look how fab that looks.
Looks amazing, Phill.
And it's just scribble with a few little spots in, but it was so difficult to get right. And then the sentiment I will do my usual way from underneath. I've got time.
Oh, you've got, yeah.
I'll do it from above just to be quicker because I do want to finish this card.
How many minutes have we got left, gang?
I'll do it from above just to be quicker. Can you see what I mean though? That's not as smooth as if I'd have done it from underneath. Still shows you all that fabulous detail in that stamp there. Oh, I need to show you this. Look how fabulous this font is. Look how gorgeous that font is once it's embossed. Even the lines looking between the capital letters, it's just beautiful.
Yeah, it really
and that
is.
Can you see? Right, so I rest my case. You can see that that's not as smooth as if I'd have done it from underneath. But it still looks amazing. Right, let's get this card stuck together.
Now, this is the only place that people can buy the sentiment stamps.
Yeah, at the minute, yeah. They're not in any shops. They're not even in my shop yet.
How amazing is that? I like having something that no one else has.
They're in the shop in the sense that they're ready to be packed.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's it. Yeah. Stick those onto there for me. You can do that, can't you?
Yeah. I just don't want to, because, you know.
You will, and I've got
every
fade. Every fade. Right, so I'm trying to be quick now. We're speed crafting.
We've got 7 minutes.
Yeah, no, but I've still got stuff to do.
Oh, have you? Okay. I don't want to slow you down.
It's funny because I'm just going to say thank you as well to the girls who have made some samples for me. So Linda, Alison and Susie. And they're all my mates, but Susie was, when I was talking to Susie, she says, it took me 3 hours to make one card, and I'm like, I know, I'm the same.
That'd be me, I'd be about 10 hours though.
But you know what, when you'll know this as well at home, when you get engrossed in what you're doing, you absolutely just love what you're doing. So it doesn't matter how long it takes, as long as you're happy with the end result.
The flowers
just
are
said, I'm
stunning.
so glad you pre-made the flowers.
They're stunning, those flowers.
I know, and everybody's asking me when my flower dies are coming, and they are.
When,
but
or are you not
to
allowed
wait.
to?
I'm not going to tell you. All I can tell you is they were ready, and I've changed them again.
Oh. He's a perfectionist.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I am. But this is why I know when I'm stood here,
yeah.
it's absolutely the best I can do for you. So they are coming, but you just need to be patient until I'm 100% happy. Which I know isn't easy. Oh, well done, Lord. You've done a damn job at that. It's even straight. It's even straight.
Look, gang, in my ear. It's not as easy as it may look, you know, working next to Phill Martin. Perfectionist extraordinaire.
So if you want to replicate this card when you're at home, I love this card. It's such a versatile way of using all the different stamps. Put your middle one in first, yeah. So I'm going to go, let me just get my tweezers. This is why I use my tweezers, you see.
Yeah, that's a good idea, the tweezers.
Middle, just there. And then we'll put the next ones on. I've done that wrong because I should have put it at the top, but you'll get the gist. Get that there. Oh, thank you. See, you can do it.
Thank you for trusting me.
Yeah, you know I'm going to get you working. It makes my job easier.
No, I want to. I just don't want to mess anything up for you.
Every fave. Look how fab that looks. It's just so
gorgeous.
simple, but it looks gorgeous. I'm not going to glitter this because you've seen the Crystal Aurora already. But I just want to get the flower on and show you. So you imagine this is the Lavender Meadow card that comes from the soft tones, yeah. The flower, incidentally, can you see it's a different shade? That's from the Amethyst and Aquamarine Essentials paper pack. So I forgot to mention this to you. Here we go. I've put the paper packs on individually. It's the first time I've done it because I know some people need to top up on the denim and on the ruby. How about that?
Gorgeous.
So how different do they look, but from the same one-day special?
Yes, so busy for that one-day special. 335723. Let's have a look at those paper packs that we have been mentioning. So those are what your choices are. Obviously, you've got your plains, you've got your denim and slate. You get 40 sheets there. You've got your ruby and your forest. And then, as Phill just said, you've got your amethyst and your aquamarine. What a gorgeous colour palette that is. Brilliant pricing there, $10.99, and your P&P on that one. Now, this one-day special, which we are very busy for, two beautiful demonstrations, approaching 40% of the stock gone. 335723. This is brand new today. This is currently the only place you can purchase this.
Absolutely.
How fab is that? Get this home. No one else is going to have it except for your Hochanda viewers, and use them and do something a little bit different. Would you say these are a little bit different from where the road you normally take?
Absolutely, because normally I would do a set that features the same font. So I would do big sentiments, small sentiments in the same font. Never have I done a compendium. And you know me well enough to know that this is the start of the compendium. There will be additions next year. So, and because I'm not bringing them back in this bundle, this absolutely is the time to get them for when I start adding on to it next year.
Also, you're getting 58 stamps in total here, so brilliant value. It actually works out at 86 pence a stamp.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's brilliant. And of course, what you're looking at, you're going to be using all year round. There's something for everyone, really. So you can see there with the little just for you, with the little floral embellishments, the with love, with the sort of swirls within there. There's so much detailing gone on here. And as Phill said, something a little bit different from him. Now you can, price, sorry, is $49.96 and your P&P. You can spread the cost on Flexi, 2 payments of $24.98 and P&P on your first payment, $335,723. Right, let's have a look at some samples.
Shall we look at the samples on there? Because we've looked at these. Shall we look? Can we look at these?
Yeah.
Am I bossing you about from the front?
Not at all. Yeah,
It's not
no,
like
I think
me
we
at
have
all.
seen
It
all
really
of these.
isn't.
So let's have a look
start
at them.
here. Right, so we're starting here. Are we on the Just For You? Right, so the Just For You is obviously using the bold. The colour is the baked aubergine embossing powder. The papers are from the one that we've just looked at, the aquamarine and amethyst. See how it all works together? It's the pure white new cardstock and it's the lavender meadow. So you just go to whichever one you want and I'll talk about it. So this one. So this is a really good example of how you can go from very pretty and very feminine to a little bit more masculine, change the colours. So you've got the superfine crackled in the background and then over stamped with a sentiment. And the papers are from, I believe, the denim and slate pack, which is available individually for the first time.
So, I can't believe you've just done that. I'd never do that.
This one.
I would never do that.
This one obviously is using the bold sentiments again, but with ink pads and the superfine crackled again.
People at home are going to be thinking, what's wrong with the pair of them?
It's because my cards are heavy.
Yeah.
Good quality.
Good quality card, and that's why it happened, but you wouldn't catch me doing that, that's what I'm saying. So this is your one-day special. We've also got those great background stamps as well. We've also got the cardstock that we've been mentioning. So have a look on the website. We are busy all round for this, but this is brand new today, your one-day special, as is those brilliant background stamps as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well,
so you're going to be back at 8 with our Paola.
Yeah,
some more demonstrations. So stay watching. Shop ahead on the website as well. We are very, very busy for this, so please be quick.